Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. We got 3 guest reviewers this time. You might remember Eric and Gina. And this is their friend Mike from New Jersey.
That's right, I am Sir Mike Jekyll. You could also follow me on YouTube at Mikey Brodeur. It's a long story about that name. It's described on my profile.
And we're trying a fairly brand new brewery. They're out of Ipswich, Massachusetts, called Clown Shoes. And this is their Lubrication American Black Ale. Ale brewed with natural flavor. That's a pretty generic term, you know. There's nothing about it on the bottle. I think it's a black IPA. All we know is it's 6% ABV, so...
There's nothing on the case of it.
Yeah.
There is a cool art illustration.
Yeah.
It's like a robot pumping gas.
Yeah.
That was good.
Might I add, I pretty much had a perfect pour.
No, that's a perfect pour.
Yeah, I think Chad's got us beat on this. I would probably come in second place.
I hate that.
Total black body, like my t-shirt or Mike's t-shirt. Or
Yes.
Your t-shirt or Eric's sweatshirt. How's it smell?
Definitely. I smell the hops for sure.
Yeah, me too.
You know, it's funny, I was going to say, I smell the roastiness, like the more porter stout kind of quality, you know?
Well, now that I actually dip my nose into it literally, now I know what you mean.
You actually clear that stuff out.
I didn't mean for that. I didn't mean for that to happen. I just tried to get a better observation, and that just happened.
It's not liquid cocaine, you're not supposed to smell it.
Here.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
You didn't spit on it first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's
What
not
do you
a
think,
spin.
Eric?
It's
You
only
like it now?
liquid.
It smells full flavored. It seems like it's going to be a good one. Personally, I like the porter smell because I do enjoy good porters. But
Yeah.
you said this is a...
Yeah, I had a good one earlier today, as a matter of fact.
This is an ale?
At Brown's.
Yes, I did.
Black ale, Cascadian Dark Ale, Black IPA, they're all very similar. So anyways, enough talking, more drinking.
Yes,
Cheers,
cheers.
everybody.
There we go.
Cheers. Wow, that's hoppy.
Big time, yeah.
And it's funny because, like I said, I didn't really smell the hops that much, but as soon as it hits your tongue,
Yeah.
there's plenty of bitterness.
Oh, yeah.
I smelled the hops initially, but then when you said something about porter, there was definitely the undertone of porter.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe I was using my left nostril, you were using your right.
Yeah.
you know, maybe it's just me. I looked at the logo over here. It says it's only 6%. It tastes like it's at least an 8%.
Yeah, I
to
was
me.
gonna say that. It tastes stronger.
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of flavor, but there's no
It looks like it would taste
booziness.
thicker.
Yeah.
It looks like it would taste thicker, but it's actually relatively light going down.
I was gonna say it's pretty smooth going down. God, you guys.
Yeah, the mouthfeel is like, you know, it's I mean, I wouldn't call it thin like a light beer, but it's definitely, it's not thick like
It's
a
not like you're eating a
Imperial
sandwich.
Stout. Yeah. Well,
Some of them, it's like eating a sandwich after one beer.
I get, yeah, I get like a lot of citrus. It's interesting because these black IPA types, they mess with your head because you get like the citrusy pininess of like an IPA, but then like on the finish you get like the roasty, and then you get like a lot of chocolate on this one, and you wouldn't think like citrus and chocolate would work well, but they do.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Well, they have those orange chocolates.
It's better than tomato juice and clam.
I like it. I think it has a pretty clean finish. Like it doesn't leave that taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Sometimes that some of them do.
I don't know. I
like
kind of sense a porter-like aftertaste a little bit, but
Yeah, like a little, like a.
just a hint of
Yeah.
it though. It's not like ones
it's
where
not
it's
over. It's not over.
overwhelming.
It's not over. Exactly. It's not overbearing. It's not overwhelming. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a slight, like if you had like a piece of like more of like your cheaper kind of candy, like you might have that similar aftertaste, and like I get like a little bit of like a chocolate aftertaste, but and a little bit of like hot bitterness, but for the most part, yeah, it's clean.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this one.
As a porter fan, Eric, what do you think?
Excuse me. I'm liking the aftertaste. The initial hoppiness is okay, but it reminds me too much of the IPAs.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily an IPA fan, which doesn't mean this beer is bad. It just means it's not my favorite. As IPAs go, the ones that I've had anyway, it's actually very good.
Yeah.
It's very, very good because it's got the smell, the initial and aftertaste. I think it's very well rounded.
Yeah.
Unlike my friend Eric over there, I started off as an IPA lover,
Yeah.
and it used to be stouts and porters that I couldn't stand. But so I think it's perfect for those who are making the transformation like I did.
Gina, what do you think the situation would be to drink this beer? Which is
Situation.
this a beer you want to just sit down and drink just to drink it, or is this something you better have with like a meal?
I
with
personally
cheese?
would prefer it with a meal, just because I feel it's fairly crisp and it isn't thick enough where it's just drink it on its own. Because usually the thicker ones you drink on your own and on their own, and then the lighter ones you have with a meal. And I think that one would be a good meal, or even at the end of the meal with the dessert or something.
Yeah, like a good nightcap. I think it would be a good nightcap beer, almost like a barley wine, but not as strong.
No, see, I think it's more of like what Gina was saying, more with a meal. I mean, it's not, especially with that hops, like it would help cleanse your palate, like especially if you had wings, something spicy, or even something like beefy and like just like a big fat, pub burger or something.
I was thinking steak myself, right along the same
steak.
lines.
Yep. I really like this one. I mean, it's not blowing my mind, but I would give this enthusiastic 8 out of 10. Anybody else?
Yeah, it might be in the same area, maybe 7,
like a
7.5.
I'd give it a 6 personally. I'm more of a person, I'm very extreme, so I like one extreme or the other, and this one's kind of a happy medium in the middle, so I like either one or the other. I don't like one that's a little bit of both.
What do you think,
I'd
Eric?
say probably a 6.5, 7. Because in all reality, it is a very good beer, just not one of my favorite types.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very good beer.
But you're only giving it a 7.
Yeah, well, it might be a little bit of a bias 7.
He never gives anybody a 10.
To be completely honest, it might be more like a 7.5, 8. But
Well, everybody has their own biases, everybody has their own taste and likes and dislikes. Look at the lacing in the glass there, it's awesome. Alright, well, I guess that about wraps it up. Thanks to Mike, Gina, and Eric for coming over, helping me kill this 4-pack. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.